Let's get this chat up and running here. Do the best I can without coughing all over the place. No voice, but do the best we can here. What's up, JB? I'm going to do the best I can here with my voice. I still really don't have a voice. I'm still coughing all over the place, but we're going to do the best we can here. Oops, scroll down. Goomba Joey, what's up, man? What is up? Yeah, thanks, man. No school today? Sweet. It's always nice when there's no school. I'm going to give a couple minutes for it, but we're going to try something different today. I was talking about starting this series called Spittin' Seeds with Coach K. And it was more directed towards not so much the sport collecting side of baseball, but just kind of like stuff that I did or stories of baseball related conversation. How about that? So today I wanted to, while we're waiting for a couple people to get in here before I start, I'm actually going to make a pine tar rag. I'll show you guys how I used to do it, how to make an old school pine tar rag, how we did it when I played high school ball, college ball, semi-pro ball. You could go out and buy them, obviously, but it's not as fun as making your own. And it's just kind of cool to see how it's done. So I thought maybe today, please smash that like button. 9 people watching, only 1 like. I just want to put these cards that Jerome sent in sleeves real quick. Yeah, smash that like button. I've been off for a while, so my channel, I'm sure, got pushed down the list a little bit. Not having any videos up there. But back, I just want to throw these in sleeves real quick. These were from the mail video the other day. What's up, Bruno? Yeah, I'm still dying, in case you can't. Yeah, I sound a lot worse than I really am. It's just that my throat is so traumatized now. Like, there's so much trauma that, like, not to be gross, but like when I cough, I spit blood now, like little splats of blood, because like my throat is so raw, so raw from coughing. I just don't have a voice. And then it didn't help that I had a tournament Saturday to coach in. We coached 4 games there, and then Julian Keneen had karate tournament on Sunday. So like it was just a really long weekend. So I don't have any voice whatsoever. But it is what it is. We're just trying to get past. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to start the Spittin' Seeds series. And just do little bits of things I like, what I do with coaching and, how I coach the kids, philosophy, stories. I got tons. Oh my God, I got so many baseball stories. It's insane. I got stories for days. Stories for days. Almost done here. I figured to get these sleeved real quick, and I could put these off to the side, and then we can start. I'll show you guys how I make old school pine tar rag. The kids on my team, believe it or not, even though they're girls, you don't really think girls are playing using pine tar, but believe it or not, they do. We use a pine tar stick for the time being, just because it's quick and easy. But it also doesn't keep the same way pine tar does when you use actual pine tar. Mixed with rock rosin, of course. Pine tar is useless without rock rosin. I mean, it'll work a little bit, but it's not the same without rock rosin. So if you were a youngster and you went out and you bought pine tar and you can't figure out just how come it doesn't get sticky, the key ingredient, like the catalyst of it, is the rock rosin. It changes it and dries it out a little bit. So basically, okay, I guess I can take a look at my thing here. Eagerly anticipated spitting seeds, right? So what I did was, how I did it, when I played, this stuff right here, athletic tape, was literally like the currency for baseball players. Like if this was better than money most of the time. We would grab this stuff out of the trainers' rooms, out of the med kits were off limits. You'd get in trouble if you got caught taking it out of there. But you would go down to the trainers' room if you were at a decent college, They had just stacks and stacks and boxes of this stuff. So you would just go in there, and a lot of the times, if you were in good with the people that were the athletic trainers there, they would literally just give you a box of this stuff. So I would use this, and then I would use a little bit of duct tape. And all you got to do, really, let's see if I can get this. What's up, sports fan? We're going to make a pine tar rag today. So this is just like an old wash rag. And you just smooth it out. Like, literally, we would, like, everybody had these. This was, like, nothing. Like, if you didn't, then you would just pull off a long tape. Uh-oh, this is kind of older tape. I don't want to rip. Really got to use scissors on this stuff? That's pretty funny. Coach K getting old. He can't even rip tape anymore. And you would just overlap it like that. And just start on the edges. And then you would fold this over, fold it back, and just kind of like crease it over so it went over, so it would overlap. And you just push it down. Can't believe I'm making a pine tar rag. Like, talk about like really flashbacking to like playing, like all the feel goods of playing again. But my daughter is, my son too, but more my daughter. She's got a very loose grip on the bat. She doesn't use any kind of adhesive whatsoever, like some kind of gripping agent. She'll lose the bat in her swing. Happens all the time. She's like a big leaguer. When a big leaguer throws the bat, same thing. So we are going to upgrade. We'll still use the stick, obviously. Because you use both. Use everything you can. And we just, oops, God, I can't believe I got to use scissors on this stuff. Yeah, I sound horrible, huh? Like no voice. You should have heard me trying to coach over the weekend. It was nuts. Like I had to have another coach stand next to me so I could tell him what to say. And it's pretty funny. But I got a really good coaching staff. They know what to do. It's not like I got to sit there and tell them. But if there was something that needed to be relayed, good old Coach Rich was there for me. And I would have Coach Rich just relay whatever information I needed to say. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry again. You guys can tell me, what do you think of the series? Is the Spit and Seed series kind of like what you thought it would be? As we're going. Like I said, this is just the start. So then you would go over like that a couple times. And then I'll go over the edges one more time like this, just to re-up the edges, just to firm those up a little bit. So I'll go around and I'll do that. One side's always going to look better than the other. This side I'm not so much worried about. Like this will be the back. So this back part is like the part that you'll hold. So I'll make that look a little bit nicer. Not that it really matters, because it's just going to get beat up. You're just going to pour pine tar all over it anyway. And if you can't get pine tar in your area, like every spot, like you could get it everywhere now, but when I was a kid, it wasn't easy getting pine tar. It wasn't like there was sports stores everywhere, and there was no such thing as the internet. The internet was a new thing. How old's Coach K? Coach K sold that he was around when the internet was invented. But in a pinch, if you can't get pine tar, or if you can't get to a sports store that has pine tar, pruning seal will do the exact same thing. You can go to like Ace Hardware, any localized, what they call it, will have it, a hardware store or a nursery. If you can't get to a hardware store, if you get to a nursery where they sell gardening supplies, you can get pruning seal. And pruning seal will do exactly the same. Boy, it's been like a long time. I'm a little off here. So I can already feel like as I'm feeling the edge, it's already reminding me of what, like how I remember it feeling. And you talk about stuff that you miss when you play. And you drink a coffee. I am still drinking coffee. I got my coffee with me. Kind of helps a little bit. What's up, Matt? Thanks for stopping in, bud. So now once I get the edges done, now I'll go straight down and try to make the back look a little bit more presentable. Making a pine tar rag. What'd they cancel school for today? You guys getting bad weather? Because it's actually fairly nice here today. It's still a little cold, but not bad. Gaming, I'm making a pine tar rag. This is an old school pine tar rag. I know you can buy them, but it's always fun to make them. And this is kind of the way we used to, when I played ball, this is how we made our pine tar rags. So my teams, my girls, somewhat more than the boys really aren't into the pine tar just yet. But my girls, who are a little bit older and have faster swing speeds, they're using pine tar and tiger stick and pine stick, pro stick. They're all putting stuff on their bats. I told them, too, the funny thing was I told them when he started, I'm like, when Julia was using, she was complaining about her grip, and I knew right away that she was going to have to start using it. And it's like, once you start using pine tar, you can't hit without it. I know that sounds silly, but if you didn't... And once you get used to hitting with it being super sticky, it's almost impossible to hit without it. So there's always... And I told the other girls who were, they're complaining about their grip, and I told their parents, I'm like, listen, they said they're going to be addicted to this stuff, so I'm going to apologize now because they're going to drive you nuts because they're not going to be able to hit without this stuff on their bat once they start using it. It literally changes the way the bat feels in your hand, in my opinion. But that was just me. I also couldn't hit without batting gloves. I don't know how anybody can hit without batting gloves. But again, like I said, my bat was so goobered up with tar, it didn't even matter. But this is how you would do it. You would just go straight down. It's already feeling like it's starting to really feel like a pine tar rag to me now. And this is how we would do it. Some old school ingenuity here. And you could buy, like I said, you could buy pine tar rags and everything. But it's just not the same. I don't know, it just gives you that... I don't know, man. It always made me feel like being in the minors kind of like would be... you weren't using the top-notch stuff. You had to make it all the time. But... What's up, Lone Star's in the house? I gotta send. What's up? Morning, Lone Star. I'll get that video to you this weekend when you asked me about throwing, Lone Star. When I have practice Saturday, I'll shoot a couple videos with a couple of the players on some drills to do with your boys. And we are starting to look like a pine tar rag here. Yeah, I can't sing for you today, Lone Star, man. I'm dying. My throat is it's just not there. So there you go. You would get, and you'd fold it over. See, we're starting to already really start to, okay, there we go. And then we'll take this side and just kind of square this off. Now, it doesn't matter if it overlaps because you're going to put, at the end, you're going to put the the duct tape on the other side, kind of just to keep it. Athletic tape is porous, so the tar is going to want to leak through it. Not at first. It's not like it's like massively leaking through it or anything like that. But you definitely want to put like some kind of protective layer. And that's what I'll show you when we get there. See, I'm already running out of athletic tape. Already running out. That's okay. We'll just use the duct tape. I don't have this. I was surprised that I found this roll. Get a few more. I gotta take my hat off. I got my hat on here. Put my hat on backwards like I'm ready to spit some seeds. Sitting in the dugout. Yeah, I like Mike Greenwell. Why brings that up? I think I think Big K pulled an auto card of him. We're starting to look like starting to form. Let's get this open. Timmy's made it awesome. It's such a cool flashback feeling. Yes, he did. Sorry, I'm trying to get my duct tape open here. There we go. The funny thing is now you can get like all kinds of colored duct tape. And our team colors are black and lime green, so it makes the most sense to have black. Ooh, this stuff is sticky. Don't even have pine tar on it yet, and it's already sticky. Moving right along. I wonder if I could tear this with my hand. Oh, yeah, there we go. This stuff's easier to tear than the other stuff was. But let's not. We gotta do this bottom part. Everybody have a good weekend. It's been like forever. I feel like I haven't done anything in so long with YouTube and the channel. I really shouldn't even be on now. I really should be resting my voice. But like I had to get on and do just a little bit and let you guys know that I'm not dead before somebody sends out a check well-being call for Coach K. That's kind of where it's at. It's like, yeah, you know what? I'll just get on and I can do a quick tutorial, I guess, if you want to call that this. How to quickly make a pine tar rag. still fun to make. Like, I totally feel like a youngster again doing this. Or at least college. I don't say youngster. I guess that's a youngster. If you're in college, you're a youngster. Youngster to me, anyway. Not that that's a bad thing. I'd give anything to be in your shoes again. I'm sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I don't even know if my mic's picking up my heavy breathing, but that's just... I'm really congested. I'll do one more on the other side. That might be enough there. I'll do one more this way. So you don't have to have a lot. Here's the other thing. You don't have to make a huge area. I do a smaller area because then you're not wasting the pine tar. You know, you don't have to make a giant... As you can see, the square. So, you know, that's where I'm going to apply the pine tar. You know, and then too, like now the edges, like you'll just put that your barrel, your grip, you know, will just go in there, and that's all you need to do. And I always overlapped it so it wasn't all over the place. Now we'll flip back over to this side, finish off the back. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't take real long to make it. And this should last you, I mean, if you, as long as you keep, you know, the tar moist. And that's the other thing. Dude, a little goes a long way with pine tar. You do not have to, like, soak it, you know, where it's, like, sopping wet. You just have to basically make sure that it's covered. And then just put a little squirt just a little bit before each game and, you know, kind of rub the thing together, you know, crease it together a couple times. This is on the bottom. Oh, the sinuses are ridiculous. Here and here. Now, if you want, when you're doing this, if you leave a little section here on your, like you leave a little rectangle here, you can put your name or number on it, but I mean, nobody's going to steal your pine tar. At least you would hope that your teammates aren't snagging your pine tar rag. I remember hearing a story that Alex Gonzo, had this pine tar that they used to call Gonzo goo. And basically it was some kind of adhesive that they use for shoeing horses. I don't know what it is. I never looked into it. But it's some kind of adhesive that they use for doing horseshoes. Or something with the horse's foot. I'm not exactly sure. But it was supposed to be, like, phenomenal. And there you have it. Just fold this up real nice. And there we go. Got a nice little... The duct tape will keep it from seeping through to your hands. You got plenty of space in here to put your tar in. You just put it in here. And you're ready to rock and roll. And you got enough on each sides here that you're not wasting pine tar. And plus this way, like when you put it in your bag, It'll keep, like, if you have it all, if you make it, if you make your square where you're putting where you apply the tar too big, and then the thing gets pushed over, whatever, and starts getting all over your gear. Then you can throw it in a Ziploc bag too, like a freezer bag. But there you go, man. Old school pine tar rag. Now I just got to get some lime green tape. I'm trying to like. And there you go. Sweet. So got that done. Let's hit this real quick while I got everybody. 10 channel giveaway. Make sure you're subbed to all 10. Go back to Cleveland Card Connection. I'm sure everybody in here already knows about this, but put all 10, on Cleveland's video for that. I got to get moving on my follow the flip. I haven't decided what I'm going to do just yet, but I do have 10 slabs giving away. This is what I'm giving away, is the Ted Williams rookie card. But I got 10 slabs of Mike Trout. They're all 10s. I'm kind of stalled because I haven't done anything. I think what I'll do is, I asked everybody to put in the comments. I'm going to go back and look at my comments and see what the best ones were. Worst case scenario, I'll do $5 at 5 spots for each card. And let's do 10 different raffles, raffles, if I have to. I was just trying to think of a fun way to do that, to go through that. Oh, man. I might have to wrap that up there. It's really hard for me to talk. Excuse me. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm going to call this stream over. I can't really talk no more. I'm starting to cough now, and I'm starting to sweat. So it's like my throat's really bothering me. I thought I could get an hour in, but I'm just going to call it there. So I'm slowly coming back. I'll be on again. I'm going to come on each day just for a little bit, just to talk and keep in touch with you guys. And I wanted to go out on there and try to do that Spitting Seeds one time with you guys, and do the pine tar rag was like my first thought that I could think of. So thanks again for watching, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. I got to get off. I'm dying here. I can't. It's starting to really take up my throat again. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.